Joining me today, Reuel Fernandes, a budding young footballer from India who is currently playing club football in Poland. And the day we are recording the interview today, it's Ruel's birthday. So, welcome, Ruel, and a very happy birthday and many returns of the day. But firstly, I would love to know more about you and let my viewers know about you. Like, how did a young 17-year-old footballer from India land up in playing club football in Poland? What's your journey like?
Thank you for having me, first of all. To be honest, when I was in Bangalore, I never expected to come abroad and play European football. But my dad had a plan for me. He was like, dream big and trust God. So he just got an opportunity for me, and I took it, and came to Europe uh, with with no fear, to be honest. It's just with a goal in mind, and I gave it my all, gave my hard work, and yeah, I landed up in Europe, and it's going pretty well so far. So yeah.
So give me a backstory of your journey. When did football start for you? What are the different clubs or the different levels of Indian football you played before going to Europe?
For me, I started playing football when I was around 6 because I watched my father play football, and he still plays it, which is surprising because at his age. But yeah, I watched him play, and he inspired me to play football, and I found my passion. Then I played in Mumbai. I played for my school. I played state, district, and then after that, I moved to Bangalore where I played for BYFL, and then I moved to FC Bengaluru United, who plays in League 2 right now. And then after that, I got called up for India camp, the under 17, where I spent 45 days. And then after that, I came to Europe because I wasn't finding enough exposure, not enough game time in India. So I thought Europe was a good step for me.
So how was the process of going to Europe? Did you give trials? How was the process? Tell me more about your club, also the league they play in.
So I play for Wisła Puławy right now. Their first team is in the two Liga of Poland, and they are a professional club. And so I play for the second team, and they are a very professional club, you could say. Like from the training sessions to the matches, they take everything very seriously. Um, so when it comes to playing over here, I would say this club is a good opportunity for young people because Wisla Puławy obviously has their first team and all the substitutes and the people who don't get game time, they usually are in the second team. So we usually train with the first team players as well, like every session. So that's a different type of training standard compared to India. So yeah.
So for how long have you been in Europe, and what are the how many matches did you play? Uh, First team, did you get any chance of meeting the senior players like the stars also?
So I've been in Europe for around 10 months now, coming up to a year soon. But I've played around above 50 matches easily. That's showcase matches and league matches included. And yeah, I have played with first team players, the young guys who dropped down from the first team. And even my coach in the second team said that if you keep performing the way you do, by the end of the season, you will get a chance with the first team. Which is a good sign for me. So I hope I keep my performance up and get called up for the first team.
So, well, coming to a basic question that comes up is the level of football in Europe is quite higher than India. You have played good football in India also. Now you're playing your trade in Europe. So, what is the basic difference that you have noticed so far in these 10 months?
Um, to be honest, in Europe, it's the pace is on another level, the intensity, and they're very physical. In India, you maybe won't find this physicality compared to Europe because I think every league game that I've played, I've ended up with a bruise or a cut of some sort of or an injury after a match, which just proves that the level is just different. And these players they take the matches very seriously. Like in every match, it's do or die for them. They have to win the match. If they don't lose, after matches, I've seen players cry, and this is just a league match, and that just shows the passion for the game they have. So, yeah, I think Europe has that passion. I think that's what India lacks. Like, yeah, to be honest.
Okay. Uh, what about in terms of infrastructure? Infrastructure,
Uh,
nutrition, sports science, maybe.
yeah, so here I think every village has like 3 or 4 grounds for their own self, and my club itself has 4 grounds for as one club. So the infrastructure is really good for nutrition and stuff like that. Obviously, they take care of your diet, but when you go to the first team, they give you like a dietitian. But for the second team, you have to take care. But they do tell you what all you can eat, how much you should eat, and yeah, they do have a gym, strength and conditioning, stuff like that. So that's part of the trainings. Like before sessions, we have like a gym session. Then we have sessions with the team, and yeah, there are recovery sessions as well. We have a pool, jacuzzi, sauna, stuff like that. So yeah, infrastructure is pretty good here.
Fantastic. One question that comes up to my mind is, as you mentioned that you are part of the second team now, uh, trying to get to the first team. Of course, you will. But for
Mm,
now, for a second team of a club which has a team in the first in the bigger divisions. So,
mm.
how many game times can a second team get? What is the league structure like? What are the number of games you will find in an entire year? Because this has always been an issue with Indian football that the number of matches are quite less in terms of Europe.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I think there are a lot of matches here. For myself right now, I played half a season and I am still playing, and I already have like 8, 9 matches, and I still have few matches to go, like 5 or 6, and then after that, we've also taken into showcase matches. So when there's a period in the middle of the week when there's training, but we keep matches, so like practice matches. So around in a season, you could say the players play above 50, 60 matches because here they concentrate more on matches than training. Because obviously they do train at a very high intensity level, but the coaches over here rely on matches because at the end of the day, if you can't perform in a match, what's the use of training?
Yeah.
So that's what their philosophy is here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one critical question that comes up, of course, is that you were playing club football in India also. So right now, Indian football in the club level is quite lucrative with the ISL, with so much glamour, money, media, and everything. And a lot of other foreign players also try to come to ISL, and because the glamour is there, the money is there. So what motivated you to ply your trade in Europe?
Uh, I obviously, yeah, I do see the glamour and stuff like that in ISA, but I just think that for me, there was a potential which wasn't being shown in India. And I was always hidden behind players in India because I think it was because of the comfortability. I was in my comfort zone in India, but now that I've come abroad, I'm out of my comfort zone. Obviously, I don't speak their language, so it's difficult for me to communicate. But on the pitch, you especially need a communication with players on the pitch. But I don't have that. But I do play football, so I understand the basics and stuff like that. So yeah, I think the reason I came from India to here was because uh, I, I I wanted to unlock my whole full potential, and which I did, and it's still ongoing. So, and I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So, yeah.
Really, I think it's a really good step to develop you yourself as a footballer, rather than just focusing on the glamour and the money. Uh, One question that comes now, a follow up to the previous one, that of course for a professional player, money is important. So for a player in your age at your level in Poland, how much will be the average salary be for a player?
So, for my age at a level, you start earning usually at four liga. So, in the four liga, you could say they give you an average pay per season at around like 3.5 lakh in Indian rupees. That is for a person my age or younger. If you're older, you get paid higher, and even believe in bonuses. So every match, if you play like a 90-minute match and you're the best player, you get a certain bonus for the match. If you score a goal or an assist, you get a bonus for the match. So it's stuff like that. But yeah, the pay is good. The pay is good, but people don't concentrate on pay that much here. They concentrate on the
Of
game
course,
time.
of course, of course. And my only intention of asking this question is, uh, as you grow older and more mature as a player, you will have multiple offers from India, from the IPL clubs. So that will be a question for you whether to continue in Europe and try to get to a better level, or come back to India in this all glory and glamour and money.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I've come to Europe with a goal set in mind, but to play for to play in your country and for your country is just a different feeling. So I definitely have that goal, but right now Europe is the place for me to be.
Absolutely. How do you look yourself way ahead? And of course, after Sunil Chetri, we, he retired and he had to come back and played a match, scored a goal. But we have been talking about who after Sunil Chetri as a replacement, and uh, this question of uh, taking on the legacy of an attacker for the Indian national football team is, we have been talking about this for quite a long time. How do you yourself see yourself as a part of the future international team, uh, playing in Europe right now? You have scored some goals also. I have been talking with your dad. So how do you look yourself ahead in the scenario of Indian football in the Indian national team?
Sunil Chetri is definitely a talking point for Indian football. He's the reason Indian football is still where it is, you know. Uh, and I can't compare myself to him because he has age of experience.
No,
He's
not comparing, but how do you see yourself going forward and contributing to the national team after a legacy has been set by someone like a Sunil Chetri? Because you yourself have that is the ultimate goal, right? Representing
yeah,
India. So how do you see
yeah.
that way?
See, I really want to play for my country. That is without a doubt. And I know if I play for my country, uh, we can I can do many good things for my country. Because personally, as an attacker here, I never expected, because I used to be a defender in India, but then I switched my position in Europe and I score almost every game right now. And if I come to India, one day when I play for my country, I know I can contribute in goals and the way we play, and I can change the game. But uh, that's for a different day to talk about. But yeah.
Fantastic. And last 2 minutes in this conversation, I did one more interview with Ayushman. He also plays in Poland in the league now. And your dad asked me about that interview. So, are there other Indians also, Indian lads also playing in Europe? Um,
Yes, right now where I stay, there are few of my friends who live here, uh, and they are also pretty good players. They are playing in a lower league right now, and they are players who haven't got that that opportunity to prove themselves at a higher level yet. But some of them are exceptionally good, and if they come to India, they could easily play like an I League or an I League two without an effort. But their goal in mind is to stay in Europe. So yeah.
Okay. Last question in this conversation, Well. Apart from football and playing and training, how difficult is it to be in a distant country without your family, not knowing their culture, not knowing their language? So, how difficult it is, and how do you gel with your teammates, and what do you do in your free time?
To be honest, when I first came here, for the first few months, it's always like, when am I going back? Because you do miss your family, you do miss your friends. Because in India, I knew the language, so I used to speak to people even I didn't know. But here, when you don't even know the language, it's very difficult to communicate with people. You have to use hand signs to tell people what you want exactly. But yeah, I try to learn a bit of Polish here and there, but I just know the greetings, like to greet someone in good morning, good day, or say bye and stuff like that. And
How do you say good morning in Polish?
I think it's dzień dobry. Uh, it's a very weird language, to be honest. It's like it's a whole different list. But I think when Polish people try to speak Hindi, it's the same thing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's definitely this. So in my free time, I do try to learn a bit of Polish, but it's still a work in progress. So,
Of course, and yes, I know the language is tough, quite tough. Have you been able to visit one of the bigger clubs or meet any of the Polish national side players?
yes, I did. I did visit Górnik Zabrze. They play in Ekstraklasa. And there was another team as well. I played against Corona Kelce, who also played there. And yeah, and I went for a Polish match to watch. I think Poland Portugal, which was a good match. I think Ronaldo played in that match, so it was an experience, to be honest, because the fans are on another level. And if Indian fans, like, if you when you go to see like a BSC match, BSC Kerala match, and they have decent number of fans, but here it was like,
Yeah.
it's just bizarre. So,
So do you get fans in your matches also? Do you is your club also a fan based club?
yes, so my club, obviously the first team has many fans, and now when the second team plays, there are a decent number of fans. You could say like around 2,000 fans, and
Wow.
the surprising part is when we go to play a team which is not even known that well. The team is usually of a village, so their fans are more than some of the bigger teams as well, because the village
So
just
it's part of
supports,
the
like,
community.
yes, yes. And that day, when we went to play, I think in a wave match, there was a kid at around 13 or 14 with a microphone and a drum yelling just for the team, which was, because it just shows the passion for football the country has. So it was motivating, like, to see even a kid his age has the confidence to stand up for a team. Why not play and prove, like, we are a good team too. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are experiences that every player wants. No player wants to play in front of an empty stadium. The crowd and the cheers, they motivate the players to perform well. It was lovely chatting to you, Ruel, and we hope that you play really well in the second team and get promoted to the first team and be the player to represent from India to represent the first team of the team in the league and come back for the to perform well for the national team. Thank you so much for your time and all the best for the future.
Thank you for having me.